A canoe or kayak travels quickest when its tail follows its bow, i.e. the boat is tracking, not crabbing. On moving water or white water, this is more easily said than done, especially when the boat is moving across the floor opposed to in the direction of it. Possibly the most appropriate setting to practice these will be on a natural river where these speed of flow changes are more common. The setting should ideally create an environment where there is a clear and crisp transition line between the different rates of flow. As can be seen here, slow to fast and fast to slow transitions can be practiced together if the setting allows. So let's have a first look. When the boat moves across the river, it inevitably encounters numerous sections where the speed of flow varies, particularly on natural rivers, and it is at these transitions where the bow and the tail of the boat experience different forces on them, which causes a turning effect. The effective paddler, drawing on their experience and observations, recognises these scenarios in advance and intervenes to minimise the turning effect, keeping the boat running in a straight line. This happens when both the boat moves across the river from an area of faster downstream moving water to slower and vice versa. Let's look at each. When a boat moves across the eddy line between the fast and slow moving water, the boat will naturally swing upstream, as the downstream force on the tail at the point of transition is greater than that on the bow in the slow water. The experienced athlete will recognise in advance that this is going to happen, so triggers a strong upstream pull just past the transition line to counter the upstream swing on the boat and keep it tracking in the direction required. Where the athlete moves from slower to faster water, the reverse happens. The force on the bows at the point of transition is greater than on the tail, and the bows turn downstream. In this situation, a strong stroke on the downstream side is triggered just prior to the bows moving into the stronger flow, rotating the bows upstream to maintain a straight path. The only other technical prompt is the subtle use of a slight roll of the boat as it crosses the transition lines. So as normal, when moving from faster water to slower, like coming into an eddy, a slight upstream roll of the boat is used, and when moving across from slow to faster, like coming out of an eddy, a slight downstream roll is used. So now let's have another look at that in its entirety.